Meet rolleronly. Hello. A timeline locked Iron Man account with the goal of a master quest cape. But that's a long way off yet. At the moment we were just trying to get to Dragon Slayer. Still in Draynor after the Poulet Morph incident, Morgan, a local Saradominist, petitions Roller to take on Count Draynor, an ancient vampire and the youngest brother of Luernial Draken, who has been trapped in Misthalin since the end of their war with Mauritania in the Third Age. We of course agreed to help, not knowing that this will be the first real challenge that Roller will face. Wonderful! You will succeed, I'm sure of it. You are very brave to take this on. But you should speak to my friend Harlow before you do anything else. Who's he then? A retired Vampyre Slayer. He'll be able to advise you on the best methods to vanquish this vampire. Harlow is past his prime, I fear. He's seen too many evil things in his life to forget them. Drinks himself into oblivion, and I fear he'll slay vampires no more. We find the old drunk staggering about the Blue Moon Inn, north of the Dahmaroc lodestone, and the first thing he does is ask for more alcohol. We confirm his identity, apprise him of the situation in Draynor, and ask for help. Sure, I can say I was the best Vampyre Slayer ever. Buy me a drink, and I'll teach you. Your good friend Morgan is living in fear of a vampire. All you can think about is beer. Addiction. We grab a pint for 2 coins and give Harlow his fix. After taking a swig, he explains everything we need to know to take out Draynor with surprising lucidity. We'll need a couple tools, a stake and a hammer to drive it home when his health is low. Both of these he quickly provides us with, before advising us that carrying garlic will also weaken the beast. He's told Morgan the same, so we might be able to grab some from him. Roller returns to Draynor, grabs some garlic from Morgan's bedside table, gross, stocks up on food from the nearby bank, and heads into the basement of Draynor Manor. Okay, so I was really underprepared for this fight, and probably should have gone on a level just a little bit, or at least brought a bit more food for my first attempt. At low levels, this dude hits like a fucking truck, and before long he knocks us out. So we just barely avoided our first meeting with death here. Thankfully, Draynor is pretty dumb and locks us in a cell with a giant hole in the back. So Roller returns to the bank, empties it of crayfish, goes back in for round 2, failing to realise that the stake is gone. So eventually, when we do realise, we return to Harlow, grab another one, get yet more food from the bank. You sure that's going to be enough, dude? Well,
Round 3, fight!
tried a bit extra with this one, combining stuns with surges to try and minimise the damage. This didn't work. But we still managed to just about beat the 8,000-year-old bastard. We return to Morgan and inform him of the good news. Next, we head to Ribbington, unlocking Port Sarum Lodestone along the way. Hetty the Witch is having some issues sourcing ingredients for her potion and needs us to grab a rat's tail, an eye of newt, an onion and a piece of burnt meat. Pretty easy shit to get by all accounts. Roller kills a rat south of the village square for its tail. grabs an onion from the field to north. Sure, no one's going to mind one missing onion. Retrieve some meat from the bank in Draynor and burn it on a campfire outside. This grabs us our first strange rock while chopping down a tree. We'll check that out in a bit. Lastly, we visit Betty in her shop in Sarin for an Eye of Newt, and grab some more equipment at the same time. Finally, we return to Hetty, give her all the shit, and drink some of the potion for very little experience. Right, let's have a look at this rock then. Barnabas Hermer in the Dahmaroc Museum gets all excited when he sees it, and after a brief word with a colleague tells us that it's likely a piece of Dahmaroc, powerful mage who fought in a great battle in the Second Age over the then limited supply of runes, because as we learnt in Rune Mysteries, they hadn't yet solved the teleportation problem that gave them access to the rune essence mine. Dahmaroc was turned to stone and cursed, trapped within the knowledge of the skills he loved the most. We asked to use the nearby plinth to try and reassemble him. Barnabas agrees and gives us a pack to keep all of the pieces we find in. Wonder how long it's going to take me to get all of the pieces to get the first statue built with these restrictions. I guess we'll find out. To the northeast of Tavali, just past the Chaos Temple, we find two goblin chiefs arguing over what colour their armour should be.
Red armour best.
No, it has to be green.
Go away, human, we busy.
Do you want me to pick a colour for you?
Yes, as long as it's green.
No, you have to pick red.
What about a different colour, not green or red?
Me to know what that look like. Have to see armour before we decide.
Human, you bring us armour in new colour.
What colour we try?
Orange armour might be good.
So we grab a few pieces of armour from around the village and head to Draynor, where Aggie the Witch can make us some dye. Roller decides to grab a few colours just in case. She tells us that we'll need to grab a few ingredients for her. To the south of Dahmaroc we find some wild redberry bushes, then return to the field from earlier to rob another onion, and finally head north to Falador, where Wyson the gardener sells us 100 woad leaves. Thought I'd grab some extra for later. This allows us to unlock another lodestone, which will be a fair bit quicker for our return to the village. Back to Aggie and... oh, for fuck's sake. At least we could grab the red and blue dye while we're here. Piss off. With the dyes made, we mix the red and yellow and dye one of the goblin males.
Grabfoot. Yes, General Wartface, sir? Put on this armour. What do you think? No, I don't like that much.
It clashes with skin colour.
We need darker colour, like blue. Human, get us blue armour.
So we dye the next piece, and unsurprisingly, they don't like that either. Finally, they ask us to gather their plain old brown armour from before.
Put on this armour. What do you think? That colour quite nice. Me can see myself wearing that.
It's a deal then. Brown armour it is.
Of course. Roller decides that now is probably the right time to go searching for treasure, and they soon find a pirate in Port Sarin, happy to oblige.
Treasure you be after, eh? Well, I might be able to tell you where to find some, for a price.
What sort of price?
Well, for example, if you could get me a bottle of rum. Not just any rum, mind. Rum made on Karamja Island. There's no rum like Karamja rum.
Sure, I'll get you some rum.
You're a saint. Although, it'll take a miracle to get it off Karamja.
What do you mean?
Customs has been clamping down on the export of spirits. You seem a resourceful young lad, though. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Content to add smuggler to the growing list of crimes Roller has already committed in their first few weeks as an adventurer, they set sail to the Isle of Karamja. He purchases some rum from the nearby bar, then after seeing the nearby plantation develops a cunning plan. Step 1. Get a job on the plantation. Step 2. Pick 20 bananas. Step 3. Pack the bananas and rum into the delivery crate. Whoops, only needed 10. Well... Step 5. Get a job in the food store. Oh, shit. Step 5.5. Steal an apron off Geraint while his back's turned. And finally, grab the rum. Thanking us, Redbeard gives us a key to a treasure chest in the New Moon Inn, which is empty except for a small note, which seems to suggest that we need to go dig up Falador Park, much to the disdain of a local gardener, who roller kills. Of course. What a surprise. Boy, I sure hope no one important was watching. Let's see what we got here then. Oh. Well, maybe the monks will reward me better. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it.